So here's the 1929 Whippet. Had a little bit of a power steering leak. It's leaking past the seal, so it sprays up on the car. Got to fix that. These are 1940 Ford rims. This is a 1933 Chevy grill shell that has the bottom, actually it's the top of a 33 on the bottom, because it was rusted out and it was way too tall for the car. These are BLC headlights. I tilted the nose, and so I had to do some high cuts and then lift up and weld the top so it's level. So it's totally level with the rest of the car. Fuel pump, unknown. It works on this Hemi. I don't know what it is. It's a 4-barrel intake manifold off a 291 DeSoto. Only 10% of the 291s had 4 barrels, and none of the 276s had them. And this is actually a 276. There's the windshield is a factory 1929 windshield. The roof is a 1929-30 Chevy 4-door sedan that I had to add 4 inches to the back here. I cut off 5 inches off the front, infilled it, widened it 1.25 inches, chopped it 3. Trunk lid is all hand fabricated. This is the not sure exactly what the license plate light is, but sort of cool. 1950 Pontiac tail lights. The rear axle is actually from a 1958 Ford 9-inch truck, and then I used some fin drum brakes from a more modern car. Made my own gutters. This is actually a water alcohol injection unit from 1939 to 1953, I believe. 1932 to 53, water alcohol injection. It was actually made by Elmquist in 1951. All the wiring is all braided wiring, cloth braided. And I actually have power brakes, and they're actually inside, and I fill up the master cylinder through the cowl here. But it's all hidden. I made my own bell crank out of 1920s swinging swinging brake and clutch pedal, and I just inverted them. This is actually a 1956 12-volt Imperial generator with power steering pump that goes down to this real small power steering gearbox from a 1989 Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, 1940 Ford front end, all stock with the spring on the front, split wishbones, but that's all basically stock. Frame I made myself. Angled the Z exactly the same as the angle on the firewall. These are Sprite seats from 1960. This is a steering wheel off of some 50s boat. It's all cast aluminum. It's sort of small. It's a 14-inch, I believe, and the cool thing with it is it's the perfect size for the power steering. When I go down the freeway, this thing handles like it's on glass. It's just so smooth, and it doesn't wander at all, and the steering doesn't feel light at all. And then the dash is a 1956 Olds dash to some old factory gauges or custom gauges. It's all still got wood in the doors. One of these years I'll have to replace them all, but this time I'm just having some fun with the car. But there's all the wood. There's nothing else in the door. It's just basically you take the wood out and it's just a metal And then there's the door gaps are all totally even. This car was all wood frame body, and so when I got it, all the wood was totally deteriorated. That roof is all was just nailed onto a chunk of wood, and it was all rotten. And so anyway, the Chevys are the same way, so that's how I use the Chevy one, and I'm welding it all the way around. But again, the door gaps all totally even. Still the wood. Homemade gutter. Factory, or pardon me, 1956 Imperial regulator. That's a stock dual points distributor that I'm running actually a Pertronics in. These are Firestone 616s on the front. These are 750 16s on the back. Lots of fun. It's only gone about 5 miles so far, and it's like I said, it handles like a dream. I just couldn't believe it. No death wobbles, no nothing. I put on the Greyhound because since a Whippet looks like a Greyhound, but it's a little bit bigger, I figured, well, since it's got a Hemi in it, it suits a Greyhound better than a Whippet. My shop. And that's it.